Malawi, my friends. What a week in the house. You blink once and boom, Samir Suleman is sitting on that big speaker's chair like he was born with a gavel in his hand. The man just got elected and already gave an interview that's breaking the internet faster than free data bundles. Now everybody's talking, some cheering, some side-eyeing, but all curious. Today on Global Pulse News, we unpack the drama, the energy, and those spicy words for Samir's first interview as the brand new Speaker of Parliament. Sit tight, grab your tea, Jaya Chikulu, because we're about to dive into 6 sharp facts that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even shout, Malawi, Sidzateka. You see, Samir Suleman isn't new to the political playground. The guy has been bouncing through Malawi's parties like a man chasing destiny. UDF in 2009, PP in 2014, and finally, DPP in 2019, where he nailed that parliamentary seat. People call him outspoken, sometimes too outspoken. As chair of the Agriculture and Food Security Committee, he's been the type to roast ministers live on air, saying things many fear to whisper. That firebrand style? It's both his charm and his challenge. When he finally got the speaker's chair, folks said, Koma uyundiema numa wazona. He'll shake things up. But before that chair warmed up, who knew nomination itself would be its own plot twist? Picture this. Everyone expecting a calm, predictable choice for speaker. Then, boom, DPP throws out Samir's name like a political thunderclap. Some MPs nearly dropped their phones. A few whispered, Godindemwanyuyu. But DPP saw something. A man bold enough to call out nonsense when he sees it. A man who doesn't sugarcoat, not even for his own party. Still, others wondered if his fiery tongue could cool down enough for a neutral chair. And that's the spicy irony. The man famous for clapping back now sits in a position that demands calm wisdom. Malawi politics knows how to keep us entertained. Now, let's talk about that interview. The moment Samir Suleman opened his mouth and gave the nation something to tweet about. Live on national TV, microphone shining, Samir walked in like he already owned the seat. His first words, confident, unapologetic, with that trademark Malawian rhythm, half charm, half challenge. He talked about neutrality, responsibility, and serving all sides fairly. But you could feel it. This was a man who knew the eyes of the nation were locked on him. Some heard humility, others heard pure swagger. He promised to guide Parliament for all Malawians, not just for party lines. Then he smiled, like a man who knows history just shifted. Viewers at home shouted, amwene akunena zona. It wasn't just an interview, it was a statement. Samir Suleman had arrived. But my friend, not everyone was clapping. Some critics came swinging right after.
Now, Malawi never lacks opinions. After the interview, social media blew up like nsima in hot water. Some people said, this man talks too much. A speaker must be quiet and neutral. Others worried that his previous clashes and courtroom moments showed he might bring drama into the chamber. Analysts wrote columns, long ones, wondering if Samir could switch from party fighter to peacekeeper. But the man himself didn't blink. He said leadership is not about being perfect, it's about being fair. That line alone had both haters and fans quoting him like a preacher's verse. And honestly, whether you love or doubt him, you can't ignore him. Still, not all the noise was negative. Some folks saw strength where others saw trouble. Let's flip the coin. Supporters say Samir brings a new fire into the house. For years, Parliament's been accused of being slow, dull, and full of recycled speeches. Now we've got a man who doesn't fear microphones or ministers. He's already promised to fight corruption, promote accountability, and ensure MPs actually work for the people, not just pose for cameras. Some call him the People's Speaker. Bold title, but hey, confidence sells. His leadership could be the shake-up Malawi needs, turning Parliament into a true people's voice. If he balances that fire with fairness, he might surprise everyone. So, what does all this mean for us, ordinary Malawians watching from home? Samir's new position isn't just another political promotion. It's symbolic, a new kind of leadership that mirrors Malawi's restless energy. If he succeeds, Parliament could become more transparent, more fearless, and maybe even more fun to watch. But if he fails to control that temper, well, we might be in for 5 years of live stream drama. Either way, it's history in motion. From business background to gavel power, Samir Suleman represents the hunger for bold change. And let's be real, whether you're clapping or complaining, you'll still tune in next session. That's Malawi for you, always vibing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap this up with a pulse check for our nation. So, there you have it. The speaker's speech that sparked memes, debates, and even family arguments over supper. Samir Suleman's journey is just starting, and trust Global Pulse News. We'll be right here tracking every bold word and every gavel hit. If you enjoyed this breakdown, show your love by smashing that like button, dropping your comment, even disagree if you want. And don't forget to subscribe for more fearless Malawian stories that make headlines sound like home. And before you go, big shout out to our family channels at Sparkling Kids and at Rema Fatima. They're all about learning, laughter, and family fun. Let's grow together as one voice for Malawi. Subscribe there too. Be part of our community. Stay tuned, stay smart, and remember, Malawi always has the pulse.